But yeah. You ready to start, Q?
I am, but then
Well, let's start. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
smart
is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
No.
What's good?
Man, it's all good for those who love the Lord. That's what they say. It all work out in the end.
It does.
Yeah, it's all good. I feel good. We didn't talk about it on Monday.
What?
The gender reveal.
Oh, we surely did.
Yeah.
So, and it was crazy. First, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, it's crazy. Y'all had all girls.
Yeah.
And now your children having all boys.
But wait. Here's the kicker. So this is what my daughter said. She said the way that they did the results, they got it from a blood test.
Okay.
And so when they used the blood test for the results, it only showed the boys' chromosomes, I guess.
Okay.
So she went and got pictures on Monday.
One girl, one boy?
A boy and a girl.
Oh.
With what I wanted. I wanted a boy and a girl.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So a boy and a girl. We got two more.
So the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
My twin flame.
Yeah.
You still
Oh yeah, she was just like through the roof because she had been telling my daughter that it was boys, right? But I mean, she was like cool with whatever too. So
right.
like she had no particular preference on, you know.
And I said we were talking about too. Not even me and Sharonda was actually talking. Sharonda was like, once you have a girl, she gonna be the princess.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she the only girl in the bunch.
Oh man, and see that's what I. But see the way I wanted it to happen was like, okay, having her be like the last one. And then like she got all older cousins that's boys, her older brothers.
But
and
she might come out last.
No, she gonna come out first, I think they said. They call them baby A and baby B.
Oh, so
and,
she gonna
and
be...
A is positioned to get here. So she'll be the middle out of my daughter.
Yeah, but you know the way that life happens, she can reposition her stuff and move and so it might.
Yeah, but definitely that was an exciting moment though. I've never been to a gender reveal.
Okay.
So
I mean, people are so creative.
Yeah.
Today about like gender reveals, baby showers, birthday, like just
all the things.
Now, do you think that, and y'all probably don't even think about this, do you think this takes away from like the huge moment, like not saying a gender reveal is not a huge moment,
right.
But like when you get married, you know how like that's supposed to be like the biggest party, your bachelorette party and all that other stuff, and then your bridal shower.
Okay, so you saying that the gender reveal?
I'm asking.
I think it's an extra step.
Okay.
But here's what. All I can speak from is just the experience that I just had with the gender reveal. It was also a gender reveal in a diaper shower.
Right. So that's the extra step because like usually you have a baby shower that brings you all your stuff that you need, but now in this gender reveal you got a diaper shower. Right.
Yeah,
now you still have to have a baby shower.
I don't think she's doing that. I don't know though.
But she got a boy and a girl, so she's gonna need twice the stuff.
So it was like this. Team boy brought diapers, and Team Girl brought wipes. And so that was kind of the.
So how
I don't know if that's
like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where they go from here, but
then it's two of them. So like
I know where
really
Papa going. Like my contribution is, right on.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm responsible for all this. It wouldn't be none of this without me. It's me. You know what I'm saying? So don't be invoicing me, dog. What I need to bring. I brought everything.
I brought you.
I brought your life. Now what?
Say something now. Say something now.
What you got to say about that?
So I really like the idea of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I'm thinking too much. Is because we talk about the lack of like marriages.
Okay, yeah.
And like, do people go so hard on all this other stuff because they think that they're not gonna have that moment? But in your case, your children are married.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, you see like all these big lavish parties for people who haven't got married. And listen, y'all don't come at my head because listen.
These big lavish parties.
Listen, if you email me with some BS, inbox me, I'm gonna block you. But no, I'm not saying that, but I'm trying to see if that ain't it. No.
Put it back.
But like
where you was going, maybe on that side might help, but that one that direct was.
I'm gonna buy some.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just it's just a thought. Like, it's people.
I don't know. I don't know because I don't participate. Like, I think.
Put on the comments. Let's see.
I think okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might have went to. Good morning, lovely Shay. See you.
Good morning.
What y'all think about these gender reveals? Do they take away from?
Or just not even just a gender reveal. It's not just a gender reveals like these super lavish baby showers, gender reveals, like all the things like leading up to, what's supposed to be in marriage.
Right.
Kind of like in quotes. I'm not with this tradition. Like I'm just because it's what's on your mind Wednesday. We're talking about the gender reveal.
We can say what we want to say.
Right. So and I hate that I always have to like explain,
qualify, and be like, oh no, what I really mean is
but this is really just a question. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
Ball out.
Yeah.
Because it's your time and like do it.
Yeah.
But are people substituting or thinking that they have to go so big here because it's a possibility they won't go there?
I don't know. I ain't never think about it that way. Because I think I might have. The first baby shower I went to was 2010. No, not 2010. 2020. With grandson number 4, and it was at my house.
But
so I could not go because it was at my house. But
baby showers.
I don't usually do baby showers.
Baby showers have changed a lot because when I had Cheyenne, it was all females went to baby showers.
Yeah, that's how I remember them.
But now you got co-ed baby showers.
Okay.
The man and the woman all participate into the baby showers itself. Like, it's very inclusive.
Right.
When it used to just be a woman's thing.
Yeah. Then that's where I came up when it was just a woman's thing.
So
my first one was 5 years ago. And I don't think I've been to one since then.
You don't think you old school?
No, just don't go to baby showers.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You old school.
That's what that is. Well, I'm old school, y'all. I'm proud to be old school.
And I'm not mad at it either way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you want to include the fathers.
Yeah.
Because there's fathers that want to be hands-on all the way through the process.
But no, shout out to them though. That was amazing. Thank y'all for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love.
You coming for Jab?
No, I can't keep up. Jab, I think he probably 7 in.
Yeah, because he had 3 and 1. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we know we just had 2. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. 2, expecting 2.
Yeah, but y'all, that's how it happened. But no,
we might be in the running though.
So I have another question. What's on my mind? I saw on Facebook, a girl asked her child's father, to go half on a birthday party. He said no, and he gives her $700 a month in child support.
And he said he want her to go half on the birthday
party. Do you think he's wrong or right?
So he asked her to go half on the birthday party.
She asked him to go half on
She asked him to go half.
Right.
He said no.
Right. He give her $700 a month in child support.
that's tricky because I'm, like you said, old school. So I guess for me, good morning, Miss Devin.
How you say no? I'm old school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How you say
No, that's what she said. She said that earlier that I'm old school, and the old school for me is this way. Like child support, like that's one thing, but if you want to do something, do something. But I've never been in a situation like that, so I can't really talk from personal experience. I can just think about like my relationship. Like if I was in a situation like that with my partner, the woman I got, like it wouldn't be nothing that I wouldn't do that she asked me to do. You know what I'm saying? Because she just that one. But I know that there are some other situations where they don't have the one.
Right.
So you know what I mean? And so I don't try to be judgmental of nobody what your reality is. But in my case, if I'm giving you child support and you ask me to go have, then the one I got, I'm going have. I'm doing it. Like no, not without blinking an eye.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know she doing right. She gonna be doing right, and if she asking me, it's a reason. Because she wouldn't ask me if you know what I mean. Like she wouldn't just be asking just on principle. Like it may be something.
I just think we need.
Like I just but that's just my take.
So I'm gonna say, let's say she's not the one, right? Hypothetically, let's say that clearly
Lord
she ain't the one. They ain't together.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Then y'all ain't.
Okay.
But like, when do we really start to push healthy co-parenting?
Mm-hmm.
And like this is an emotional or move in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I know there's grace, so every scenario is different. So there's reason. There could be a reason you could say no, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have it. Maybe you think the party too lavish. You don't agree with it. That ain't your style.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get all of that.
Real considerations. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But what I'm saying, but as something that you are responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that a no is just warranted just because you give $700.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That just because your child support is one thing. That's just like your bills.
Yeah,
like you pay your bills, but then you have your going out money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you separate. Well, some people don't because they're irresponsible.
Yeah, but no, I think I see. Like I said, I just been blessed, man, because I just see how. People watch those dollars, okay, well, I'm giving you money. You ain't doing nothing for the kid. Like all of that. It's like, if you putting that money into that household, like you run a household, so you know what it take to run a household.
Right.
So look, if this child is in this household, you know what it take to run a household. When that money come in, that money's coming into this household. So whatever I do with this money, this child is being taken care of as far as I see it. But I know, again, other people they want you to specifically spend the money directly on the child, like not those indirect costs. They don't think rent, lights, water, groceries is on the child. They want you to buy them clothes and shoes. But I'm like,
but this is what people fail to realize, because I was reading a post and somebody was like, I have rent, I have all that, regardless if I have the child or not.
Yep.
True facts. But all of that goes up once you have an extra body in your house. Your lights go up, your water go up. Yeah. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Once you have extra people in your house, like all of that goes up.
Yeah.
So yeah, the extra $700 is definitely needed. Like, especially with child support. And then I hear guys talk about, she's spending my money on her hair and her nails. No, she's spending her money on her hair and her nails. She couldn't spend her money before because she had to pick up the slack. From when you wasn't paying nothing, so she couldn't afford any of that.
Like she in the nail shop saying, wait, hold on. This is my money, and this the money I get for the baby.
Right, but
let me make sure I use my money.
But people think that, like, because people who don't get child support, and
it's
then
all coming into the household. So it's like you just get the money, do what you got to do.
You get more. So
as long as the child ain't lacking, man, I ain't got no problem with people being great. Because that's a lot to work. That's a lot to try and manage. You trying to manage yourself. You might have a whole another situation, another household, and now you trying to control what going on in this household with another woman, with her. Like, that's just too much. So if I give it to you, you got it. You good. They don't need nothing else. Okay, they don't need nothing else. Oh, it's a birthday party. Let's talk about the party. If it's something that I'm with and you want me to go have, we can do it. But if I ain't with it,
and this is
I ain't doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't think, you could say, hey, I don't think a 2-year-old deserve a $2,000 party.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go half on a $200 party because that's all he's gonna remember. Or she gonna remember is $200 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Like if that's where you at with it, like
Yeah.
age appropriate, like it makes sense. But to say I give you child support, figure it out, I think that's a cop out.
Oh, is that petty?
It's very.
Okay. Mr. Edmond, you quiet, man. What's good, man?
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to the ride.
My name Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Oh, are you the one that's saying no?
That should have been
Oh
me.
yeah, I definitely say no.
You doing the 700, and you ain't going to have? Yeah.
Why?
I don't do birthdays and holidays.
Okay. See, that's the reason.
And if you can't put it together, hey man, God bless your soul.
Yeah.
Like the money coming in the house, well, take the money in the house and do the party.
Yeah. I already gave you my contribution.
It's the same flex.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gave you my contribution come every month. So
every month on time.
okay. I get it. That's why I said that's not a
I'm
reality that
I'm the
I've
opposite.
experienced.
I'm the opposite.
Like,
I'm the opposite.
yeah.
Yes.
Like the money coming in the house,
Yes, I'm the opposite.
make it work.
And ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's all about personal preference.
But you said, but it ain't that you're spending the money. It's just that you don't celebrate the holiday.
I mean, if I did, I wouldn't think that I'm obligated for another round of money. Because if next month happened and I don't got it, my license gets suspended. So my life goes into turmoil while y'all having a party and nobody cares about me and my life.
Okay.
So if next month come, we do a $2,000 bang out, and this child ain't gonna remember it. But guess what? Next month I gotta pay this junk again, and they take my license.
Yeah.
Now my life in turmoil. I'm driving without a license.
Pause.
Going to prison or not going to prison.
First of all, listen, pause. They're not. No.
See,
Pause. Let's
see why I said I can't talk about it. I wouldn't even think about that.
This is the
Thank you
pause.
for that.
I'm finna say this. You missed 1 month of child support, your license ain't getting suspended.
I seen hold on. I seen some people join after we started this conversation, so we wanted to let y'all know this is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here, and then we talking about child support. There was a situation. There was a situation with somebody asking the baby daddy to pay half on a birthday party,
And he said no.
Okay, so this is Marion.
That's who do my hair, y'all. So make sure y'all go look her up.
Right on. She said, I definitely don't think he is right. 700 doesn't provide fully for the child. Plus, why wouldn't you want to celebrate your child? Selfish thinking.
Oh no, I don't think like that. You know what I mean? I don't go with the dominant narrative.
Okay.
Because when you raising a child, it's so much more than birthday parties and gifts. Seeing what a lot of people do is that's what they focus on.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? You have a child that's so entitled, you can't even tell him not to do nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Because all he knows is the gifts and the parties. He may be doing it since too.
They call that spoil. Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's they call that entitlement.
Okay.
Entitled children.
Yeah.
That you can't tell nothing.
But it ain't got nothing to do with.
And you can't point to the responsibilities of life and show them.
But so you putting so much on a birthday.
No,
Listen, I listen to you. So it's a birthday. Entitlement and spoiledness come from spoiling people year around, like all day. Like they ask every day. Once a year, your birthday is not entitlement or makes you spoil because it's one day.
I've seen some entitlement around birthdays.
It's two. And people have breakdowns, nervous breakdowns.
Yeah.
Say you do it from 2 to 15, and then you don't do it on 16, or 2 to 17, and you don't do it on 18.
Yeah.
People have straight breakdowns, can't even handle the conversation.
I've seen it. I've seen people like lose their mind because like nobody.
What do you mean it's my
did
day?
anything on their
It's all about me. This is my day. This is one day. This is the only day y'all got to care about me, and nobody cares. Come on, come on. Like,
my father-in-law say every day your birthday.
You teach them that every year. Every year they learn that lesson.
I wish I could have changed that camera and caught that eye roll right when you did that. Kiana, what you thinking? What?
I just think I get it, right? And again, like I said, there's a lot of gray, but I still disagree. Like I mean, and we can agree to disagree.
No, it's just all about
this because it's a
few people that agree with you in the chat.
And I'm just saying.
Sharonda said he should have helped. That has nothing to do with the child's birthday. That's their child.
Right, like
that's kind of my point. Like,
it's your child. So
I'm making a contribution.
What?
No, that don't count. It don't count because if you don't do the birthday, your contributions is now invalidated. See, people don't understand these dynamics.
This is
it's not a little boy in your contribution. All you do is you don't do nothing.
Just pay your child support.
That little ain't nothing.
Well, you know what happens.
You don't know what it's taking for him to give you that $700 a month.
So I get it. I get it.
You don't know what he doing.
But again, you don't know. No, because you know why? Because you give this $700 and then you say, "Oh, I done did this." But again, most time you on child support. Most of the time, not all, because you ain't did what you supposed to do.
No, a lot of times you're on child support because the mama gets assistance in the state.
That's most time. I think that's most time. I think that's most time.
That's the most.
I think the most. Like,
and then you have the dad ain't doing nothing, but the mom get that assistance, or whether it's housing.
I don't know enough about it, but just from what I've seen and what I've heard from people I engage with, these people was doing what they supposed to do and ended up on child support because of the way that the system is set up. Like you can't get certain things.
And most of the time, and then let's go. So let's say this is true. Though,
you're talking about child support, y'all.
This dynamic. This is more than just a $700 party.
Yeah.
This is way deeper than
it's bigger than Nino Brown.
So let's go right here. Typically,
I'm trying to find Tony a book too. By Tony got a book on how to navigate the dynamic.
And then typically, child support itself is cheaper than what you would do on a normal basis. Most people, a lot of people.
Depends where they catch you. It depends where you're
you just catch you. So that means that you're not doing.
No, when you get put on child support, they look at your income. So your income at that time, if your income at that time is $10,000 a month, then your child support would be based on a $10,000 a month income.
I just know for people who are not in the household on a daily basis with children, they forget that they have daily needs like they do typically.
I can agree with that.
Right? Okay. And then you say your $700, which is fine. Like, I'm not knocking it, but you forget that there's lunch that has to still field trips and haircuts, because a lot your $700 go ahead and I ain't doing nothing else. But if you got a boy or a girl, if she walk out there with her hair messed up, what you doing with my $700?
Yeah, I ain't that dude. I'm not that guy.
No, but you hear that.
Yeah,
right.
I know it's people that's that way, but it's because of the dynamics of their relationship. But me and my status,
right? But
I wouldn't be that person. But the person I got.
But this person, but
you know what I mean?
Like, and not saying Jabbar, but typically the person like Jabbar, that's saying like, I'm giving you $700 and you don't know what else.
He didn't say that. He said I don't do birthdays.
No, he said his $700 because you don't know what else he got to do. He might be in the hole next month. But see, this is what single parents, and I'm not saying single mothers or, because I have single father friends that do this, that regardless of what you get them, once that money's over with, they still have to figure it out. And when you didn't help out, nobody cared what happened, if their lights was gonna be cut off. Like when we chasing you for money and all that other stuff, you ain't care that I had to rob Peter to Paul, and now you want me to care that you gotta rob Peter to Paul to make your stuff. Man, that don't make no sense. But these
are the dynamics work out, right? And you really speaking to a dynamic that like is really impacting our community and our families, right? Listen to what you just said. He didn't care if you robbed Peter to pay Paul, so you want me to care that you robbing Peter to pay Paul? And the reality is, we have people that are taking lifetime and penitentiary chances to put that bread on the table.
Right.
But it's not just coming. When it just come out their paycheck, a lot of times, I know a lot of brothers, right, they go to work just to pay their child support, and then they hustle to live.
Right. I don't think I turned that on, Mr. Edmond. Right there behind you, it's a little power button. It might sound different when we do that.
How about now?
We can't hear.
Yeah. Is the green light on?
I think it was on because we
remember
we had tested.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I had a great point.
So no, I think they heard you. These might speak enough. But I will tell you this is that most people ain't start doing nothing illegal just when they had a child. No.
That's part of it.
No. You was taking penitentiary chances prior.
Exactly.
Prior. So don't blame.
So let's say penitentiary transfer for this $2,000 birthday party for a 2-year-old. But you know what I'm saying? Let's make it make sense.
So and I said the same thing, you know right? And I said a $2,000 birthday party for a 2-year-old is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Right. And I said, but this is what happened. And so it goes back down to again, making great choices or trying to vet a little bit more properly when you're having children
on the front end.
On the front end,
yeah.
Like, so you're so reckless.
It make it easier to just make these conversations easy.
On the back end, yeah.
But these are the consequences that you don't talk about or you don't get to because it's such a sexual society that you up here having kids with people that after you get caught with them, you don't even like them. So it makes it almost impossible for you to sit down and have a co-parenting or a educated or a just an emotional, intelligent conversation because neither one of y'all there and y'all shouldn't have never been there. So this is really going back to the problem is that we need to vet and choose more.
That goes without saying. But I also think like once the child is here, right? Before, like, let's say we done made the magic, right?
Yeah.
The magic is here. And I think what we got to do is like, just like you say, take that emotional intelligence and work it from both ends. Not just from the mother's end or not just from the father's end, but work it from both ends.
That's the core part of the
Then you come to common sense solutions. And then a common sense solution is going to be not to have a $2,000 party for a 2-year-old.
Right. Yeah. But we're going to have a $200 party.
Before we get there, we tear up and hate each other before we can even get there.
And then you start making decisions on principle now.
Exactly. And it's not common sense.
Not just the principle. You ought to do it.
Yeah. Because money ain't nothing.
Even though it don't make no sense, it's just the principle.
And then you invalidate a person's whole existence. Some people exist to take care and help their family.
Yeah.
And so now you just done made it that much lesser for a birthday party.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why we don't think about it. That's why that's one of my biggest reasons for eliminating holidays.
Okay.
Because of the BS that comes with the holidays.
Okay.
When you can't provide or when life throws you a wrench, not everybody hates you. No, you don't, because you know I don't do that anyway.
Right. So I'm just removing myself from that equation.
I remove myself from any religion. It ain't this is because I thought about it. I said, you know what? If I can't be there, they're gonna hate me.
Yeah.
But if they know I don't do that, they're not gonna hate me for not being there.
And then you there more than you not anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah, you there more than you not anyway. Yeah.
People judge your parenthood.
How you show up on holidays. Yeah. That's true.
So you want me to tell you?
Wow. That's how people judge your parenthood by how you show up on holidays.
No, you want me to tell you who judged that?
Who?
Is the person who only show up on birthdays and holidays. Because you see them only in pictures. So no.
People like that.
No.
Those are favorite family members.
No.
The ones who only show up. But the ones who show up every day but miss a birthday because they gotta work. They the worst ever.
No, I'm disagreeing with y'all on this one. It's because you see the parent who's struggling, like who's in there doing it 365 days a year, and then you only show up for the birthdays and the holidays. That's the
easy way out.
And then the easy way out. And then this is how you're judged, right? Like you said. But if you come in, if you doing it every day, even on birthdays.
And baby, I can't do it right now.
All right, so let's start. I'm finna just jump in because there's a lot of stuff in here that's just helping enhance this conversation. Question: Why are you on child support? Did you put yourself on it? Or did you make her put you on it because you weren't providing? See, that's another one of them questions. That was another one of them questions. It's different reasons why people be on child support. And it ain't always just because you a deadbeat and not doing nothing.
I heard several women say, man, if he just did this, we wouldn't even have to go through this.
Wow. All he had to do was this. Yeah. But he wouldn't do that, so
it was all you had to do is come to that birthday party. All you had to do is
that's trying to broke the camera back. I asked him for a birthday party, and he ain't show up.
But you want me to tell you what happened is that people who take care of their kids by themselves and then they don't act in the time they act. Like if you out here just
I hear that. I hear that.
That's part of emotional intelligence.
No. But you just hanging out, and I'm like, dang. Junior really need a big wheel. I need your help. And you buck me for the big wheel. Like, I don't let you ball out. And I'm over here. My son need a big wheel. Yeah. And you looking at me like I'm crazy.
I got something for you. I got something for you. I got something for you. That's right. I ain't arguing with that one.
So you be like, dang, I holds it down. I'm not bad mouthing you. I'm not doing this. And I said,
yeah.
Come on, but you know
I hear that. I can't argue with that.
The big wheel.
Yeah, and then the response to the buck is, okay, I'm finna go talk to these people.
And then they get mad because you
oh, she put the people on me.
That's why I want to get back to
suspended and all that.
But that's why I want to get back to the point of us coming to common sense and using emotional intelligence.
And that's what
tearing the relationship.
That's what Princess said something like that too. She said, "I never put my kids' fathers on child support, but do what's best for the child first. I probably should have, looking back over their childhood. In certain things I should have been able to do without the struggle."
Right,
Yeah.
and that's what happened.
Yeah,
The one person takes on the responsibility, and then even when I know people who pay $25 a week for child support.
Yeah, $100 a month.
You cannot take care of a child. $100.
No, you can't. You can't.
And even $700. You know how high gas is. So this is the primary parent.
Yeah, you can't.
That gets them to school, pick them up, take them to daycare if they got to, get them to before and after school care, football practice, cheerleading practice. All this stuff is doing when they need a class project. This is the person that take them, spend their time, do all this other stuff, and you out here. I give you $700.
Okay, yeah, I hear that. Because you don't know. Again, you don't know what the reality is. That $700 might put his check on the upside down list.
But again, but what happens is I've been on the upside down list.
Okay.
I'm always on the upside down list because I'm not complaining. Because you know what, I had this child, so I got to do what I got to do. But you saying that you not. If $700 putting you on the upside down list, I'm finna tell you this as a grown person. This is what responsible people do: get another job.
No, but a lot of people. I just told you the example of I know people who hustle to live and go to work to pay their child support.
Yeah.
Right. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I said something. Because I think there's a lot of voices that's gonna go unheard on this type of argument and this type of conversation.
It is.
Because they're gonna be felt like, oh, he ain't nothing, oh, he ain't no man anyway. And it's all right, but the reality is I know people who have one job just to pay child support. And then they go and break laws to live.
Yeah, because what is it? $600 a week is what? Is that $15 an hour? That's what that kind of work out to be. You know what I'm saying? And so you think about that. Yeah, that's like a week's pay that you giving up. You think about, you know.
So if you're making $15 an hour, when they go in there, they're gonna calculate what you make and give you a percentage so that you can still live.
So how does $700 fall in as far as like the payments? Because
if you paying $700, you probably making when they put you on child support, you were making a sum of money.
Yes.
But to do $700, yeah, because that sounds like a lot. I mean, not a lot,
That's like
a dollar amount, but like if that's one child for $700, like I've seen, you know, like you said, them $60, $20 to $50, you know, so $700 is like, okay, what you must got something going on. Right. How you skip the $60? How do you write the book? You need to write the book. How to get $700? Try to 10x this child support.
Or then what happens? People got back child support. You know what I mean? And rears and all that.
But that's when you don't want to go half on nothing. You got back child support, and I'm doing this, and now I ain't trying to do nothing else.
Making the situation harder.
It's making it harder, yeah.
Because I wasn't getting nothing. Now I can get at least something.
Okay.
Like you want to
that's the side of the coin.
And then on top of that, people don't take accountability.
Somebody tag Antonio Brown. We got to get him in here. He actually wrote an amazing book on how to navigate child support.
You said you're in the rears, right? You trying to catch up, and that's the problem. Why are you in the rears? Why wasn't you paying? Why, like, when do you take accountability and be like, you know what, I put myself in here?
Let's say this. Let's say we accept all accountability.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I wasn't doing right.
Okay.
Right? But that don't take away those two driving on suspended license. And
yeah.
You get the third year habitual, and you're not even 5 years prison.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to
and the clock's still ticking on that.
Yeah. Demonstrate is how the system works against these relationships in this family.
There we go.
Now you go to prison and you ain't getting that $600. Now you hate him even more.
Yeah.
Right. That dumb bum. He can't even get a license. He can't keep a license. That bum.
Yeah.
And now it's for real. People, I know people right now in prison, 5 years mandatory.
Yeah.
Driving without a license because of child support.
Yeah. And then they got pulled going to work. They got pulled going to work to pay the child support, driving on a suspended license.
Most people out
there and really do some emotional learning.
Yeah, that's true.
Emotional intelligence. for the betterment of the whole.
So
Right.
You know, it ain't a family right now. It ain't that.
No, they do.
They do.
They do.
It's conversations and agreements. Yeah.
No. And this is, wait.
At 5 years old, that child knows how to ask their father for what they want.
Okay.
This is what I
Okay.
Mama ain't gotta ask me for nothing. What you need?
Yeah.
So now I ain't disappointing your mom. I'm disappointing you.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
the baby called me and say, I want 3 unicorns and 14 slides at my birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Well, we gonna do 1 unicorn,
Right, and a leprechaun. Right.
and maybe 2 leprechauns, but we gonna do it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And so at a certain point, you don't even need to.
No, I
Wait, what's that? Wait, no, I seen that.
I'm telling you, this
I hear you. I hear you.
I don't have to deal with your mother. I don't have to deal with her wants, with her needs. The baby can tell me what she wants. And I went by this from all the way through prison.
Yeah.
What you need? I need $8 for my instrument. All right, it's coming.
Yeah. So what about the mothers who say, "Don't you call and ask your daddy for shit"?
Why?
I don't agree.
Don't you? Because that's the thing, right? Don't you call him and don't you ask him for shit, right?
So listen, I'm not agreeing with either one of these scenarios, right?
But these real life.
But it's real.
These are
It's
real life
real.
scenarios, and this is what I'm gonna say with Jab. Why I don't agree with that is that 2 parents need to be on the same page.
Don't
Because,
agree with
like,
the child calling and talking
No,
to the dad. No, I'm trying to understand the part you don't agree with. You don't agree with the child calling the father directly.
That's fine. The child can call, but there
Okay.
still should be a conversation with the parents,
Okay.
especially because this is how kids play parent.
Okay. I hear
Because
Okay.
what you
Okay.
have
Wow.
In my house, like if I said,
Sister Naira, tap in, repair the black
if
family.
in this household,
Tag her.
like, okay, listen, because you don't talk, y'all ain't talking, and they be like, oh, she been acting out all week, and so no,
Y'all ain't
you're
coordinated.
not getting
Yeah.
this,
Okay.
right? But
You showing up with unicorns and she done been
right,
cutting
and
up
I
in school.
said,
Okay.
no, but you don't talk to the mama.
Okay.
Because you like, my child can tell me what I want, but the child not telling you when they bad, when you're not doing school work, when you're not doing like all the other stuff. But because you like on the stands, like, hey, my child can tell me. No, the child gonna leave something out, and this is when you're looking at healthy dynamics. We gotta get past all this other stuff and have real conversations with the person that you had your children with,
I hear
and
that.
y'all have to be on the same accord. And this is something in our community that we have put in there, and it's killing our children. Like, it's killing our dynamic.
I hear that. I
I'm
agree
gonna
with
say
that.
this, right? And this is gonna be controversial. You don't have to be on the same accord.
Mm.
You can disagree. This when you get into these relationships, there is no guarantees on no side.
Mhm.
That's how you make it work. Okay, no, I ain't with that. And you got to give a little. She got to give a little.
Yeah.
And then you got to pull the string a little. It is the relationship y'all should have probably had from the
But
beginning.
so then
But
y'all
that-
end up agreeing.
But that's how you make
This
it
is
work.
what, but that's just a conversation. So again, this is why you gotta have it. Like, I ain't saying that everything. One person said, because it's always a compromise. Like you said, you don't believe in birthdays and parties, right?
Good morning, Consuelo.
And
Thank
so,
you for
like,
tapping
at
in.
this point, if I'm saying like this is why boom, 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 and then you be like, okay, I can contribute $100, right? No. But you just said everybody got to give it.
I'm like Jab. The child has to call me on that.
and then what you said earlier, what you said earlier, Kiana, too, that
I ain't with that.
what you said earlier, it presupposes
Well, I ain't with that.
that the child is only calling when they want something.
Right.
That's you know what I'm saying. But what you said was like, if you just showing up with gifts and you don't know what's happening with your child, then in my mind, I'm thinking they only calling when they want something. Yeah. Because if you're talking to your child on a regular basis, you're gonna know when they're going through it. You're gonna know when they're not doing homework because you're having these conversations. So but if you just picking up the phone when they call and you showing up when they call,
but listen,
that's different.
Okay, so you're not in the household. This is how you ever talk to, like, I know you got your grandkids, right? Mm-hmm. So you say, hey, how was your day? Good.
But y'all know I'm Brother John. Y'all know I'm Brother John. Y'all know I'm Brother John.
But usually when you how was your day? Good.
I've always been interested.
But
like my children don't like that. That never was a thing that with me.
But I'm just saying in general. Just think about it. General.
I know.
In general, regular people.
Yeah, regular people.
What were you did today? I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
How was school? The same.
Okay.
And you get this, and usually on the phone calls, the absentee parent, got like 5 minutes on this phone call, and then they done with it. It's just I'm checking in, and so
that's when they put your mama on the phone, and mama get on the phone and be like, yeah, let me tell you what really happened when it's working. Yeah.
Right, but listen, you're not talking to
when it ain't working, it's gonna be what the hell you doing? I told you don't call them.
But no, you ain't even talking to the mama.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're just talking to the kids. So you're not picking up the phone when the mama calls because you know what? Hey, I don't gotta talk to you. My kid old enough to tell me whatever. No, this is why God gave you two parents. If you were supposed to do it by yourself and kids were supposed to parent themselves, they wouldn't have.
Okay.
Good job.
All right, y'all.
I agree with you 100%.
Y'all listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and we want to thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in. We're talking about child support, but we're going to change the subject and get into some headline news. We've been there for a minute. We simply walked in the door. And that is a rabbit hole. Y'all go to Antonio Brown, a Competitive Readers Coalition. He has a great book on child support for those who are looking to navigate it. He has ways and tips and tools and things that you can use. Woodson Museum, Carter Woodson.
Oh, they pulled the funding.
So Woodson Museum pulls $10 million funding request amid uncertainty about the Rays Stadium. Have you seen the story? Y'all know what's happening with that?
Rays Stadium?
Yeah, it's been some uncertainty around that. So the Woodson African American Museum of Florida, they withdrawn a $10 million funding request to the Pinellas County Commission, saying uncertainty around the historic gas plant redevelopment plans and the new Tampa Bay Rays Stadium. The museum sought funding from the county's tourist tax, but now plans to reapply later when they get greater clarity on the project's future. What y'all thinking?
I think the Woodson gonna be strong and it's gonna make it with or without that particular allocation or the Tropicana field.
Okay.
So I think they're gonna make it. I think it's a lot of good things going on at the Woodson. I was just over there the other day. Seen a few hundred churn there.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, okay, you know what? That's the business. I'm there standing in front of the marker. I was at the Cali.
Yeah.
Getting a drink. But I watched them, and it was a great thing because I said, now look at all the doggone cheering over there, enjoying the Woodson.
Right.
So I think it got a bright future.
Okay.
As long as you start with kids and you're making the right move.
Right.
I think they're gonna make it.
And they said that they the reason that they withdrew the funding, the Woodson Museum could not meet the 2028 opening deadline that's required under their grant application.
Oh, so it was a deadline tied to the.
It's like a lot of things that was tied to it. So
go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was just trying to.
I'm not as hopeful as Jabbar over here.
That the Woodson gonna be all right?
I think they're gonna be all right, but I'm looking at the pool of the grant. I think this is just a dominoes effect of everything else that comes with the Rays.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I hear that.
So this is my thoughts about it. The Woodson was there before the Rays wanted to invest and all that other stuff. So I think they're good right there. But the vision of the Woodson is definitely in trouble.
Right.
And that's the reality of it. And to sit up here and promise them something and don't fulfill it, shame on you. But we also saw this coming. You know what I mean? You look at this and they had, you promised them the stars, the moon, and the sun.
Well, actually, they just promised them $10 million, but I hear that.
Saying,
it was only $10 million. They ain't promised them all that. they only promised them $10 million. I give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars,
10 million. Somebody
and a museum.
But 10 million.
That's what they told black people.
But 10 million ain't a nice little chunk.
It is. Okay, but I think it's like $40 million to build it.
It is.
And then another 10 million from here, then another. And then
they said about 30 million to build it.
Okay.
So they were 1/3 of what they needed.
And then the county was going to be 10 million, I think.
Right. So then then
you have to raise the other 10. Yeah.
And where they at raising that 10?
I don't know.
I think they reached their goal.
But it said that here's the other piece.
They met their goal before.
I'm just out here.
So the uncertainty around it is because the Rays still have until March 31st to prove that they can finance their part of it. They have a $700 million share of the project, and they have to show progress in moving forward. However, the team blamed the county and the city for the delays, saying that these stalled votes on financing increased their costs. And now this, and so with the Woodson, what they were looking to do was open at the same time as the stadium, but now the stadium has been pushed back. And now that it's like they pushing it's pushing everything back. And they saying that and the fundamental thing with this particular application was that they had in the application that they were going to be done by 2028. And now they're saying we can't meet that. So pull the application, work through all of this uncertainty, and then they can reapply later, as opposed to putting it in front of these people, having the vote delayed and something else go crazy.
I think that was the best strategic move. I didn't think that they would lose the grant. I thought
but the county commission was still approved.
I thought it was a sure thing, and I think it's probably still a sure thing because
I don't know, man.
Because like you say, it was tied to those deadlines.
Yeah,
that's why they pulled it, because I didn't see it fairly.
Yeah,
like I kind of know the dynamics of the commissioners, and I can almost count their votes.
Okay,
or just right there on the line, and then I just need a good conversation to push that last member, which might be Kathleen or one of the other commissioners. Then pull them over to the other side. So I think they had the votes, but they couldn't meet the deadline.
They couldn't meet the deadline. Yeah, they couldn't deliver. So if you get they approve you and green light you, you can't meet the deadline. So
it's better to pull it back and then rework it. We got this, we got that, and then put it back as a different iteration.
Right.
Without maybe the team.
I still stand on what I said.
And then this is what the other part of the other part is. There's also alternative plans for the museum. So if the gas plant redevelopment remains uncertain, the museum is considering moving to the 5.5 acres on 22nd Street that was granted by former Mayor Rick Kreisman in 2019.
Back there by the interstate.
Back there by the interstate. So they still have that as an option.
They say if you can hear me, you hear me.
Yep.
They say the Rays are looking to sell or have already sold to a major sports organization here in Tampa. Or major organization. They didn't say sports.
Okay.
They said a major organization. This particular reporter, he kind of put it on the line on
Thank
Friday,
you, Tiffany and Michelle.
And said that the owner had sold or was looking to sell, and they were coming up with the negotiations. And this guy was so specific. That's why I think he really knew what he was talking about.
Okay.
Because he was saying that they wanted to stay in Tampa.
Because they over there now.
They want to explore the St. P option. This is what the dude report. I'll pull the whole report.
Do I need the hashtag allegedly?
Yeah.
It's still alleged, but
I don't want to go too far on that because I don't know. I don't want to spread something that.
Friday. I ain't say nothing on Friday.
Yeah.
I ain't say nothing on Monday.
I saw the meme, but I ain't see no story behind
Friday,
it. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Yeah.
He came out on Friday with this.
Okay.
This came out Friday. He said, "Hey, I got the report. I can't say no names." But he told the whole story. Yeah. Without putting the people's name in. And one of the things was they was going to revisit the cigar the cigar factory.
Okay. Ybor. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Remains to be seen, y'all. Stay tuned.
Give us
and
back our property. Go and go.
I mean,
go and go.
But it's like they're trying to burn down the building as they leave, though.
Yeah, they don't want to just leave.
You're not looking at what they've been doing. They have to do a strategic press release against the city. Mm-hmm. A lot of this stuff has been to be looking bad on the city, to make the city look bad, and to make the city
and the county.
Yes,
yeah.
So
they're really trying to make
narcissism at its finest. This is a toxic relationship. When does an abuser ever say, "I'm the one who beat you up"? Like, it's always the reason why I threw that punch.
Like I turn. No, she be around the house and she have a bad mood, so I just slap her in the face.
Right.
And when I slap her in the face, she come in there and she sing real good.
You and your eye hit my ears. Like, this is what the raise is doing.
Is the raise the same people relationship like Ike and Tina?
Yes.
I'm just asking. What does love got to do with it?
What does love got to do with
This
it?
is a very toxic relationship. You have somebody, and we said this from the beginning. You have somebody who think that they are the prize, and they don't value what St. Pete brings to it. So and they know the value, but they keep on assuming that we don't know.
Oh.
Like, so they be like, we keep on, you know how like they like we praise them up front and then we treat them like dirt so they can keep on begging us to treat
Man, I'm
them
in a
good
situation
again.
like that for real.
You know what I mean? Like, you gave me all these flowers at the beginning, and then you start showing your true colors. I get black eyes, all of this. And no, baby, I love you. No, and then you be like, it was so good at the beginning.
That's mental abuse. That's
That's what the raise is doing with St. Pete.
I'm
standing on that. And Kiana said it.
I'm thankful that
the views expressed, right?
That this can all come to the light at this stage.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going 5 years into this and having this problem? Can you imagine? So one of the things, like one of the wealth preachers always say, fail fast.
Yeah.
You want to get in, and you want to, if it's gonna mess up, you want to mess up immediately.
Okay.
Because now that gives you time to correct.
Right. You don't want to take a long time to mess up. Yeah.
That storm kind of really pushed the envelope. Financially,
it did.
Raised, they put them in a tight spot, and they had to say something. It happened. They said all the wrong things at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They told the city not to repair the truck. Or like,
yep.
I was there. I no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good money spent.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he said.
He did.
And then
he was on council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John was like, hey, should we do it? He the one who posed the question.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, talk to the man. The man right there.
Yeah, he posed the question.
He the tenant. We the landlord. Let's talk to the tenant. Tenant, do you want to be here? Tenant stood up and said no.
It changed. It changed the dynamic of the whole conversation up until that point.
Yeah.
It got tense, and then the president came out.
No. No. But then 2 weeks later, he was like, you know what?
Maybe.
All right, then.
Maybe
yeah.
I need to think about the longevity of the.
No, they talked to that was an emotional. That was the truth that they just spoke right then and there, and then they team got together. No, what did you do?
They probably chided him for that. They probably got him in the back.
Like, this is why you don't get out in the front and talk, and this is why you have your PR.
But then after that, all the meetings that they was at, they ain't talk. You seen it when they went to the county? No, we ain't got nothing to say. They started sending letters.
Oh yeah, that was the letter phase.
That when they got into the letter. Like, well, no, we ain't doing no more talking because when you get up there and talk, you don't say what you're supposed to say.
He wasn't prepared. He just went and just talked and like he just went up there. They didn't write his speech and tell him his bullet points.
Oh.
So no, when I say he ain't the one that talked, somebody write his bullet points and make sure that he stay on script. He didn't stay on script, so he got in trouble. So no, you can't talk no more. We'll just email on your behalf.
Right. you just proofread.
Yeah. So it's up in the air.
Okay.
It's up in the air. It's all allegations. Don't nobody know if the team is really being sold. If this is gonna be the miracle moment for the city of St. Pete.
Okay.
Because I don't think it happens like that. I think it's gonna be a bumpy road till we get to the end of this. And March 31st is the deadline.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
$700 million pledge, but they say this big dog group just came in now.
That may help them with their pledge.
Hey man, listen, if it's a lie, they told it.
Okay.
And they do tell lies.
Oh shit.
All right. Speaking of telling lies, we're gonna talk about these mass federal firings. Mass federal firings under Elon Musk's Doge plan. So since Elon Musk Doge, which is Department of Government Efficiency, began operations in January, check this out, y'all. Around
also the name of his coin that
the Dogecoin.
Yeah,
I remember Doge. I first heard Doge was a Bitcoin.
Also, bro.
Yeah,
Cryptocurrency.
it's a crypto. Yeah, I saw that. I remember Dogecoin when it first came out.
I would.
Now that's the name of the department.
A cup of water from Elon. But go ahead.
So, since he began operations in January, around 30,000 federal workers have been terminated, with more layoffs expected. The move is part of a controversial effort to cut $2 trillion from the federal budget, but critics warn that the essential government services are also being gutted. So let me ask y'all this. Do you think this is a bold step towards fiscal responsibility or reckless dismantling of the government?
Reckless.
So it's been officially maybe 40 days, 50 days since Trump took office. Not even 40 days yet. It's really 25, 30 because he got inaugurated on the 12th or the 19th. And this is the 20th.
He got inaugurated on the 20th. The 20th.
So he's give or take.
And I think they have.
So he don't fire what?
Shock and awe. Right.
1,000 people a day for 30 days.
They get the shock and awe.
30,000 people fired.
And they got a letter saying if they don't report their weekly actions, they're gonna get fired.
And I saw something where the feds were saying like he don't have the authority to do that.
But some of the top people done quit. Like 21 people quit
from the Doge office.
From the Doge office, say no, we can't do this. So this is recklessness at its finest.
Okay.
You see that we got planes falling out the sky. Hitting each other, right? I think he playing with it, just me personally.
And they also just approved his contract. I think he got a contract to send some satellites up that was just recently approved.
Right.
Too.
So again,
Starlink.
Yeah. So we see how his technology go, but here we go.
So here's the agencies that have been hit. So the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they lost 140 employees. The Department of Agriculture had 4,200 layoffs. The Department of Education had 60 plus cuts impacting student aid and civil rights offices. The Department of Energy, 1,000 were fired. Health and Human Services, 2,800 jobs lost, including 1,500 from the National Institute of Health and 1,300 from the CDC, affecting medical and medical safety and regulations for outbreaks. The Department of Homeland Security, 400. Department of Justice, 20 prosecutors fired, including those who were involved in the January 6th investigations. State Department, over 10,000 USAID workers were laid off, halting humanitarian aid, famine prediction, and water access. Transportation, 400 FAA workers terminated after multiple plane crashes.
Oh, and they one almost crashed yesterday.
Yep, I saw that. They had to pull up
on collision.
Yep. The VA
ain't got him yet.
The VA, 1,000 doctors and nurses have been fired. And then the EPA, 388 workers have also been fired. They ain't even talking about the HUD reductions because, HUD, we know a little bit about HUD in our community. They about to fire 50% of their workforce, and it's also going to impact the disaster recovery. 6,000 IRS jobs have been cut. Potentially affecting tax enforcement, the Equal Opportunity Commission, labor relations, like all of these places.
With the taxes. Go ahead.
Who gonna process the return?
No, just keep the
when you send it up, who because they're gonna be calling our tax preparer saying where my money at.
No, what I'm saying, the person, listen.
Don't fire all them.
Don't fire.
Fire them in October. Don't fire them in
the
tax season.
Yeah. Get you who send you the letter telling you owe. Get rid of them. But everybody who processes it.
So the thing I wanted to say about it is to frame it so that we understand that these are real people.
Yes.
These 30,000 jobs that we see are not just jobs. They're not just numbers on the spreadsheet, but these are people with families and lives and real situations going on.
And a lot of them voted for him.
And a lot of them voted for him too. But you don't know what the impact of that's going to be like really. Because you're just saying they're looking at the impact on the budget sheets. Okay, we saving $2 trillion, but what you saving? Now these people got to get unemployment, the healthcare benefit, like all of the stuff that they got that they're going to have to navigate is going to be interesting. And so
it's only been 30 days. I think. Don't be shocked. Don't be wild. I think we got to organize because the reality is. This is intentional. They're intentional trying to shock and scare us to the zoo.
Right.
They want us to be so in fear and shaking. They said one letter said they wanted people to be so scared they didn't want to go in the work. That they'll be shaking at their death if they did.
Somebody say, why is Elon bringing? Mama Blue said, why is Elon bringing his son to every meeting? Right.
He's training him.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is.
Yeah, he don't go.
Sound went out. Somebody said, oh, that was earlier.
That was earlier.
Okay, got it. All right. Did y'all see this thing that Governor DeSantis wants to end property taxes? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think he might do it before because they got they got solid control in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
So,
and it's a bill that's been put forward to study the impact of it. So let me just frame it. So Governor Ron DeSantis wants to end property taxes, but at what cost? A new report from the Florida Policy Institute warns that eliminating property taxes in Florida could result in massive increases in sales tax, potentially doubling it from 6 or 7% to 12%. So what we would save on property taxes will come from sales taxes. That's how they would make it. That's how they would make up the revenue.
So they just flipping
and spreading it around. They would spread it around because you think not everybody pays property taxes. There's a large,
not everybody,
but not everybody would be paying sales tax.
So now, like the homeless man on the street,
he contributing.
He'll be paying 12 extra cents for that bill, and that'll actually be a burden on his life. Actually,
yeah. So them $2 now he need $4
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that it's going to be a bumpy road, y'all.
Well, this is what he's saying. He's saying that property taxes, and when he was making the argument, like this stuff I've been saying myself. So when I heard it, now how you do it is one thing, but here's what he was saying. He said that the property taxes are an oppressive form of taxation and has floated the idea of eliminating them entirely. He acknowledged that it would have to be a constitutional amendment that's required to change it, but he wants to put the boldest amendment that he can on the ballot so that people have a chance of passing it. But the idea is this: once you own your house, especially after you done paid your house off, why am I still paying y'all? Yeah. And why, if I don't pay y'all, I'm gonna lose my property after I've already bought it? Like that's the argument.
So what it is great strategy, DeSantis. You about to leave office, right? And so you want to make it seem like you for the people of the all, for all. So you make this one big bold statement that benefits everybody. And this is the one thing people are talking about is the last thing that you did. So then now you set up your wife to run for governor so that she has a better chance. And y'all both are back in the house.
Okay, you said, but property taxes, makes the rent and mortgages higher because you adding taxes to it. So they're gonna have to figure it out. It's definitely what they said. The report said if property taxes are eliminated, lawmakers would have to replace $43 billion in funding. The state would likely have to increase the sales tax, making Florida sales tax the highest in the nation. Public services that rely on these taxes would suffer, including 50 to 60% of the school district funding. 18% of county is 18% of the county revenue and 17% of municipal budgets. And so eliminating property taxes would have a huge impact.
Oh, yeah, because tax schools.
It's JWB and all of their programs and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Property taxes. But, I mean, we got to look at everything. I think that's the best thing about it. Like, what they're doing is looking at everything.
Okay.
Because we got to. It's a hard.
Because it is crazy that you pay off your house and then you got property taxes and then you lose your house because you ain't
their house because of taxes.
Yeah.
But that's why I say it got to be looked at, and then
that's what this bill is.
And then it got to make the other side move closer towards that too. Y'all can't run completely to the other way. Because that's why, has anybody heard anything from the Democrats?
Turn that mic to the side. There you go.
Has anybody ever heard anything? What is the Democratic Party or the other people saying about any of this?
About eliminating? Oh, they pushing back on, we're going to lose all of this funding for schools. And so I'm glad you said that because I got to ask Kiana that's going to be spot on.
Let's go. Let's run it.
All right, Ask Kiana. Ask Kiana is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op. Y'all can go to ocgc.coop and support the One Community Grocery Co-op. Dear Kiana, it's good.
How you go laughing before?
This is because it's good. It's good. That's good. I can't contain it. I can't hold myself, Jeff. I'm so tired of hearing, dear Kiana, I'm so tired of hearing about all the negative things Trump, Musk, and other big names are doing. Every time I turn on the news or scroll through social media, it's the same story: outrage, controversy, and more distraction. But my real question is, what about us? What are we going to do? How do we shift the conversation from complaining about them to actually making a difference in our own community? I want to focus on solutions, not just problems. I feel like too many people are stuck in the cycle of outrage. How do we break free from that?
I agree with you. So,
How we break free?
First, the 28th.
Start there.
Let's talk action based.
Okay.
Like, again, we're talking about, you're looking at, and I understand because people's lives are being changed. You work at home, now you can't work at home no more. Your job is being cut. Like, there's a lot of like big changes that's happening. But we really need to get out that complaint line and start doing and start organizing and figuring out our next step. They're gonna do what they want to do regardless.
Right.
So somebody said, was it the pastor on there? It was like, you on the bus and the bus driver driving crazy, but you already on the bus and all you can do is just pray for the bus driver.
Okay.
And make sure you get that we're on this bus.
Okay.
We ain't hopping off this bus. This is who driving the bus. So we just got to make the best of the ride. And that we on. And the best of it is that we need to then organize and start making action plans. And the part of it is the 28th. This is a small thing. No, it's not going to change everything overnight.
Nope.
But it does show unity. It does give data. It does show that we are capable of doing something. So you start small and then you grow from there. You when you start working out, like you said, you ain't picking up 200,000 pounds
on day one.
On day one,
yeah.
No, especially if you ain't never worked out before.
Right.
You're taking a 30-minute walk because you can't jog yet.
Right.
You don't start sprinting immediately. You don't start doing 10 miles when you first start this journey. You literally walking.
Yeah.
So you got to start walking, and starting walking starts on the 28th. And I say hop on that.
Okay, right on. Mr. Edmond, what you think, man? How do we break free from this cycle of constant complaining and outrage and start really doing something for ourselves?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think people have gotten so comfortable that complaining is a way of protest for some now.
Okay.
Like that's their way of doing it, right? Just complaining and talking down.
That's their contribution.
On every side.
Yeah.
So they don't do it. And I mean, that's just, God bless them. That's the new form of protest, right?
It's complaining.
Yeah, it's complaining.
Yeah.
That's the movement. It's a huge movement because it has people, how can I say it? It has people frozen.
Right.
Just like the shock and the awe of everything they're doing. Oh, so now they're frozen. They ain't went to meetings. And even when they go to meetings, their meetings just to talk about what they're doing.
Yeah.
No forward progress. I think we've been stuck in that for a very long time.
Right.
That's why, people got so comfortable complaining.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's just that's the wave.
It's the wave. It's okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna come to the meeting to complain. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient till it's my turn to talk. And when I talk, what I'm gonna say is gonna be a complaint about something.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's gonna be about something. And then when you say, okay, well then, hey, come on out and let's fix that.
Okay.
Oh no, man, I got another complaint. The reason I won't do that is because they.
There you go. Okay, I hear that. I hear that. Cause I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking about when you were saying that. Like I don't want to invalidate people's right to complain, because me. When people say what's good, man, I can't complain, and then I started thinking about it, like I could complain, but I just choose not to complain. Mm-hmm. But I got a lot of stuff I could complain about, so I'm not saying I can't complain.
The complaint line is long, and the action line is very short.
There you go.
You get what I mean?
Thank
if
you.
You want to go to the front of the line?
Bars from Mr. Edmond. Yeah. The complaint line is long, but the action line is short. Yeah.
Get in the action line,
and it's not really a hold on that line either. That complaint line is busy. Yeah.
It's not moving.
Yeah.
And it's finding a new complaint every time. And I gotta do a lot inside of myself not to be such a complaint. Because I'm Disputo. I got a complaint about everything.
Yeah.
I got something.
That's why I say we reserve the right. But
I got something for everything.
But here's the thing.
I got something for everything.
You present your problem as the prelude to the solution.
Yes, we're working towards finding an answer towards what we're doing.
So you introduce the problem, you look at the problem, and then now you start working on how you solve. Like you got to be able to understand the problem in order to solve it. So there's a place for that, right?
Disputo does have solutions.
not just come in with complaints. Like, and they say, what we should do? I don't know, but that's something.
Do this.
And so when you talk about what we could do, this is another, like, I didn't realize how hot this was going to be. I just asked the question, are you participating in the blackout on the 27th? And that thing has gotten me some phone calls and some comments and some inbox. Man, what you doing? Why we doing that? We don't need to be doing that. And I'm like, why not? This is what the ask is. Okay. On Thursday, not Thursday, on Friday, this Friday, the 28th, this is what the ask is. In 2 days, the day after tomorrow, however you need to say it, Friday, the day after tomorrow, the 28th. What is being asked? What not to do. Do not make any purchases. Do not shop online or in stores. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, nowhere. Don't spend money on fast food, gas, or major retailers. Don't use your credit cards or debit cards for non-essential spending. Only buy essentials that are absolutely necessary, like food, medicine, emergency supplies, etc. And if you absolutely have to spend it, only spend it with a small or a local business. And we're doing that for 24 hours. That's what the ask is. And from when I saw it, like I told somebody last night, it's just too easy for me not to do this. I mean, it's too easy for me to not participate. It's such a low barrier of entry that I got to do it, because if you remember 10-10-15, Justice or Else, right? Anniversary of the Million Man March. One of the takeaways from that was asking people to participate in economic withdrawal as a strategy. Meaning we're not going to contribute to the economy on certain days, right? And the day that was chosen for that was Christmas. But how we started, a lot of people in the holidays asking somebody to black out and not spend money for the holidays.
It's like not giving to your birthday party.
No, it's like going into the gym for some of us who never been and asking them to lift 200 pounds. Because like, come on, Christmas. I'm not finna not do Christmas for this movement. I don't want justice bad enough to sacrifice Christmas.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how you know what I'm saying?
So in my mind, a thought, right? How powerful this is. One day, nobody does anything and it's just quiet, right? It makes people think. You go and do a boycott. Oh, you got 5 people out there, but everybody else still participating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They going in. The business don't really see the impact of it.
Yeah.
Because everybody ain't on that same page. But for one day,
yeah,
you can say, let's chill.
Yeah. That's all.
I think for me, I'm just with the team. I think, sometimes we just gotta do it, right? Not because I stand for this or be so
what do you say? What do you say to people who say, well, the issue of DEI, because that's kind of what's prompting this, is these companies are removing their DEI program, saying that they no longer they're trying to comply with Trump's mandate, and they're saying, well, we getting rid of DEI, and so the response to that is blackout, economic blackout for 24 hours. What do you say to people who say, well, DEI never benefited us, they ain't got nothing to really do with us anyway? Why are we doing this for that?
And you can go first.
I just think we got to start somewhere. I think that the issue of where we start is always going to be a problem, right? So when I was in school, we used to be bad, and we would always somebody have to set it off.
Yeah,
we would be going through the hallways. Hey man, you gonna set off? Who gonna set it off? Who gonna set it off? Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it don't get set off. Some days nothing get set off and nothing happen.
Yeah, but when they set it off,
but when somebody set it off,
it
gets set off.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. And I'm thinking about like, hey man, somebody gotta set it off.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody calling for nothing and doing nothing. Hey, somebody gotta set it off.
Right.
They set it off. Hey man.
Then you join in. And again, what they're asking us to do, for me, that's why I'm joining, because it's like it ain't really nothing to do.
It ain't really nothing.
Like this ain't really hard. Like they're not saying come lace up, go do this. They're not saying for 14 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, just take a day. Take a day.
Save
chill.
your money. Don't spend your money with corporate America for a day. That's a problem. That's why I'm like, I can't even fathom.
And then
I can't fathom it, because it's like, okay, say I mean, hey, I be
so you. But
then they say don't do that. But let's go start our own country. Let's buy land. Let's do this. Like they got this whole list of things that we should be doing.
But we can't even do this one thing. Like you got.
No, we refuse to do the one thing.
No, you can't do it.
No, we refuse to do the one thing because we're not doing the big thing.
Which don't make no sense. How are we gonna get to the big
way
thing
I think
if we
about
can't do the small thing? And then to your DEI thing is what you say. I get that other people benefit from it, right? We also know that we always get the lesser end of the stick, right?
Yeah.
So let's say only 1% of Black people benefited from DEI, but
Yeah. I got a whole thing. We can talk about it Friday.
So we can talk about it. So 5%.
Yeah. Who benefits from DEI? I got a whole report on that.
The 5% that benefited from DEI, that's 5% more than we had prior.
Yeah.
Right? So that's still a step moving forward. Like, just think if they had 0 in there and now we got that 5% in there, that still helped us.
Yeah.
I think different, right? Because I think those 5% that got helped by DI was gonna be put on somewhere anyway. Yeah. They're not hiring bums, man.
Yeah.
Like, black people are not getting beneficial.
They're not just saying, okay, we got a quota and we got to hire black people.
Somebody who can do it.
Yeah, these are highly qualified people.
But what happened is they
get stereotyped as a DUI hire.
Yeah.
But these people are very functional. If they're working for you, they'll be somewhere else working for somebody else.
So
I hear that.
Not true and not true. Is because you see highly qualified people that keep applying for these jobs and not getting them because of their color. And then so DEI said, hey, you really have to take them serious. Yeah. They're really qualified. 5%. It don't matter what the percent is, but before it don't. It was more serious than 0. Like the fact that you got, I've been a DUI hire before DUI. DE hire before there was. When I was at Denny's, and Denny's went through that real racist thing. Remember, I totally qualified. Okay, but what happened? No. But I wouldn't have got the job. They needed to fit a quota. Yeah. And I was.
You would have got a job somewhere else. That's what
I'm saying. But I wouldn't have got that job.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got that job. It's y'all saying like it's just kind of. Yeah, it's not a no. It's a yes. I hear yes because he's saying that if you didn't get that job at Denny's, you would have got a job somewhere else. You disagree with that?
No, I
would. You wouldn't have got that job with them, but you would have been somewhere else doing something else.
So my whole point is, I get where you're going, but what I'm saying is, I wouldn't have had that management job.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't went through that races, they would have kept me as a server.
Let me do this in the.
They would have benefited from. They would have kept me as an hourly manager because that's where they kept them at because it's more, they can control. But because I was qualified and they went through this stuff. Oh, so
now
we gotta find a woman. We gotta find somebody black. Now I'm not unqualified for it.
Yeah,
I was qualified for it before, but because I was a black and a woman, I couldn't get it.
Okay.
But now that they're saying, hey, you really gotta look at this black woman. So now my qualifications supersede my color and my, and my gender. So they put me there. So that's why the DEI was important. Not that you won't get a job nowhere else, but they eliminate. This part that I can't change my race and I can't change my gender.
60 seconds, y'all. What I say in the last minute that we have, for me, is not really about that particular issue. Like that's a part of it, but it's more the tactic and being able to prove that the tactic actually works. Because if the tactic works, then you can insert whatever issue you want and apply that tactic to it. So now we show that we got a $30 billion impact for one day for action for one day. Now we say remove DEI and let's put reparations. And if we don't get reparations, we're going to black out. And then we're going to black. You know what I mean? So it's like, they're not going to give us a full report on what the actual numbers are.
If it's a major success, they're going to cuff the numbers.
Yeah.
And if it's a marginal or mini success, they're going to inflate the numbers and say it was not.
But they're not going to tell the truth about it.
No, I want you. This business. This ain't.
That'll be my final thought. There's more that needs to be done than needs to be said. What's your final thoughts, y'all?
Write down those 5 things.
This capitalism, not democracy. They ain't playing fair, y'all.
That's the final thought.
Friday.
All right, well, look, this has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
This is Kiana.
I'm one and only Mr.
And we got King Jab behind the scenes, man, and we appreciate you.